Hey everyone, welcome back. Force Combat has received a brand new update less than a month after its grand release of the beta. I once again got early access so we can review everything added. We have a brand new stage, a new skin, some new grab animations, and a ton of balance updates to go over, so I hope you'll join me in checking it out. If you enjoy, please make sure to hit like and comment down below who you would like to see added to Force Combat in the future. Sorry for the rush, but I wanted to make this intro a bit shorter so we can jump into what you're all interested in seeing. So, let's jump into it. To not beat around the bush, you should know that no new characters have been added in this update. I mean, it has only been a month since the beta's release, and to develop a new character, you would need a whole moveset, voice lines, at least 3 skins, a character ending, and for the game to not have any glitches, so it's understandable why there aren't any. I've decided to nickname this update the Indie Expansion Update, since on top of giving a lot of smaller balance changes, it also is here to give our favorite archaeologist, Indiana Jones, some more content other than just, himself. One brand new stage has been added, Club Obi-Wan. You might recognize this location from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom's intro sequence. Not only was this a cute reference to Star Wars, it's also one of the rare times that Indiana Jones and Star Wars directly interacted, so it makes sense why it was turned into a stage. It has a lot of details too. You can see in the background the car Indy fell on from the top of the club during the shootout, a poster for Willy on the wall making a cute reference to her character from Temple of Doom, Indy's car is parked out front where I can only assume Short Round is in the driver's seat, but most interestingly, there is a portal on the far right of the stage with a stormtrooper close by. LastJawa already confirmed that there will be more story mode content coming in future updates, and apparently this portal will explain how Indy traveled from his universe to the Star Wars universe, so cool. We also have a brand new skin for Indiana Jones, that being his Shanghai Adventure outfit, which very appropriately also comes from the intro of Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. It costs 10,000 XP to unlock and is currently his only skin bound to the XP system. If you need help unlocking it and earning XP, go check out my guide on unlocking skins. I'm still hopeful that in the future his Professor Jones outfit from the intros of the original movies and his old age outfits from the Crystal Skull and Dial of Destiny make it in, but this is still a really slick skin that I'll probably be using in future videos. That about wraps it up for new major content in this update, but I hope you'll stick around and check out some of the major balance changes with me. I promise they're all super cool and worthwhile. To start off, the Dark Trooper has received a complete rework. This was the only character I straight up did not have fun playing in the previous update, and was completely broken in almost every way. None of his special moves worked in combos, his smart combo left him open for counterattack, his dash left him minus on every move in the game, and he just didn't really work as intended. Out of everyone, he felt incredibly unfinished. The new version of the Dark Trooper, on the other hand, might be one of the most fun mix-up characters in the game. The gameplay concept of him being a brawler with zoning attributes has been completely dropped in favor of making him a mid-range mix-up character. His smart combo has now been changed so that there is no launcher on the final hit, meaning that all 3 of his specials can now be comboed afterward. His kicks can now also be immediately followed up by his smart combo, meaning he can now gain free extensions to his damage output as well. His triple gun and shoulder charge specials can now be comboed into and out of each other, and the blaster shot can now be thrown anywhere in his combo, meaning you can create some decent setups from any part of the screen on top of forming complicated combos that require precise inputs. He's astronomically more fun than he used to be, and I love that instead of just making him similar to Fennec, Jawa chose to make him a terrifying mid-range mix-up character, which is something we've yet to see in this game. I can't wait to keep experimenting with him after this video to find some new combo ideas. I'm actually really excited to see what else this character can do. Luke Skywalker and General Grievous have both received completely new grabs. Luke's in the previous version of the beta, and in all the alphas, was a simple spinning saber backhand, while Grievous's was a multi-slash whirlwind. Neither were particularly memorable and didn't reference anything. On top of this, both had the weakness of being combo breakable, which, of course, is not good, since that destroys the rules of the game. Luke's new grab is a full-on recreation of the final duel between him and Vader in Return of the Jedi, where he strikes his saber multiple times, letting the hate flow through him. While Grievous's grab now knocks you down and snaps your neck is a reference to his grab in Revenge of the Sith's movie tie-in game, where he does something similar. Both grabs now cannot be combo broken out of, and personally, I like them both much better. They both fit as references to past material, but also just work much better than their original clunky grabs. General Grievous's Unrelenting Advance special move now no longer fills up his bar to a ridiculous degree, meaning he can't apply constant pressure over and over again, and more importantly, has lost his infinite combo that was present in the last build. Honestly, he still feels just as scary at any distance despite this nerf. The Mandalorian has received a big change. Now his blaster shot high and low specials can be cancelled out of and into Grogu's force push, which was a much needed change. While it is nice Mando had something else to spend his bar on other than his rifle volley and whistling birds, Grogu's force push was just another projectile. There was no real reason to use it compared to your high blaster shot, since why would you otherwise spend the bar? But now with this new change, he can be a terrifying zoning machine that can cancel anything into and out of itself if you want to learn, meaning that you are almost completely guaranteed chip damage if you learn your blaster mix-ups. It's a really good change and I can't wait to see it be used. The Inquisitorius also received a buff where now the windmill attack will actually draw people in instead of pushing them away. This means that now not only has combo creativity increased, but they are now a much safer character to play. Their smart combo was always a bit finicky, even in the early alphas, but now you can secure the damage and extension much easier. I might as well also mention while I'm here that the third sister received a brand new face model and rig that lets her mouth move, on top of having new lines ripped from the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. I know people are still hoping that they get updated, with each sister getting unique special moves, and all we can do is hope Jawa takes the idea and runs with it. It is a community idea, but having each sister use unique specials can give the all-in-one character slot more merit. If the idea is used, it honestly makes me really excited thinking about how the brothers are going to play. My hope is that we get the Inquisitorius brothers on a second character slot, and the Grand Inquisitor as his own slot, since he could easily have 4 skins and a truly unique fighting style. But if you want to hear me talk about that more, leave a comment and I'll make that prediction list. Everything else doesn't pertain to gameplay, so I'll just briefly mention it all here. Chancellor Palpatine no longer accidentally spawns in place of Emperor Palpatine on the prequel towers. Grogu will no longer lose position on his hover carriage randomly in matches. The baby sounds on playable Grogu in the TV towers have been decreased to make them slightly less annoying. A lot of the incorrect voice lines have been fixed across different skins throughout the entire cast. Clone Wars Ahsoka Tano now has new voice lines. And finally, Vickrel now has a move list on story mode, hashtag make Vickrel playable. And that is about every single change in the new update. While this was lacking a lot of major content, having a smaller update like this is a step in the right direction. Basically every single change was needed, and now the game feels just a tiny bit more balanced. The Dark Trooper rework was very much needed as he was the only truly useless character, so if nothing else, those changes definitely made it worth it. I also really love the new Club Obi-Wan stage, and having another skin for Indy is never a bad thing. I now think this game is in a much more stable place to wait a couple months until the next major update. I know a lot of people want to see more characters, but I think these balance changes are a perfect little mini update. Plus, we got a brand new skin and stage on top of that, so it's more than fair to me. Now, LastJawa can devote more of his time to creating the things he's been talking about for a while. New characters, new stages, and of course the actual story mode, which I can't wait to see. Thank you all so much for watching. I have some more videos coming up, such as another online matches gameplay video for Boba Fett and another for Plo Koon. The footage does come from the older build of the game, but none of the characters that receive changes are going to be present. Make sure to like and comment below, it helps me and my channel. And I'll make sure to see you all later. Bye bye!